Hello, everybody. It's 1:18 a.m. and I'm awake, wide awake, actually. I am tired. I just finished, well, semi-finished, of course, but I didn't get a chance to make a video today. Well, I did. And I talked to when I was going to get the rest of my hair, and you see, I finished it. I think I'm gonna change it though. I don't know if I like this because it's not, I don't have a lot up here, and I need it more full. I need it fuller. So I'm probably going to change it. Anyway, I wanted to pick up on the conversation on the stuff I was talking about earlier today about Jeremiah Camara. I mentioned him today. He's an amazing person. Again, I met him at Black Nonbelievers Conference, and I've been looking at some of his videos lately. So again, to pick up on the conversation, I was talking about what he was saying about belief. Now, I listened to Alan Watts a lot some years ago, and I still have a playlist of his in Audible. I haven't listened to it in a while, but there's something that he said. There's a lot of things that he said, but there's something in particular that I thought about when I was listening to Jeremiah. Jeremiah was saying he doesn't really think that anybody believes in God. And Alan Watts said something like that too. So Alan Watts said, if people really believe, they'd be screaming in the streets. I wasn't sure like what he meant by that. Like, what does that mean? You know, people would be screaming in the streets if they really believed, he said. You know, he said they want to believe, but they don't, because if they did, they'd be screaming in the streets. That's exactly what he said. So, and I would listen to that and I'd still wonder, what the hell does that mean? Like, why would people be screaming? So when I heard Jeremiah say what he said, I'm like, that's it. That's what he's talking about. I think that's what he's talking about. So what Jeremiah said is that he doesn't think people really believe in God, because he gave an example. He said Taraji P. Henson, she's an actress. She did an interview where she told the interviewer that she suffered from depression because she was always being watched by people. She had to watch what she said. She had to watch where she went. You know, she had to watch what she wrote, you know, because paparazzi was always there. People were always looking at her. She had no freedom because people were always watching her. And that really caused her to fall into bouts of depression. And Jeremiah was like, that's Hollywood. Okay. And you're just talking about people with their eyeballs on you. Okay. Now, God is supposed to be able to see everything you do, read your thoughts, see what you're thinking, hear everything you say, whether you say it out loud or in your mind. Okay. And that's usually how we supposedly talk to him, is in our minds, right? Every single thing. This eye, you see that eye? That eye is on you. Doesn't even blink all the time. Okay. He's saying there is no way in the world, if that were true, if we really believed, like imagine a big eye just in the sky, just looking at you the whole time, because see everything in your head, everything. He said, if that were true, if you really believe that, you wouldn't do 90% of the stuff that you do. 90. Think about your mom telling you to do something and she looking at you. Are you going to do it? Why? Because something going to happen to you. You're going to get a timeout. You're going to get punished in some kind of way, something, right? That's just your mama. She ain't got the keys to hell. This dude up here looking at you, he's supposed to have the keys to hell. Put you in there forever. forever. Okay. But we don't act like that. And look at what the fail safe is. Lord, forgive me for anything I've done today. No. We're not gonna do that. I listen, I'm right there with him, because so what I said in Firing God, when I told the fucking truth, when I told the truth, I said, I don't love you. Go read the book. Where's my book at? It's in the book. I said, I don't love you. I don't know you. I don't believe in you. I mean, I went down the list because I was telling the truth. I was telling the truth. And when I heard Jeremiah saying that and then mapping that back to what Alan Watts said, I'm like, Lord, that's the same damn thing. I didn't believe in this dude. I wanted to. I pretended like I did. I did stuff as if I believed in the praise and the crying and the, all that stuff, that the tithing that goes along with it, all that, the witnessing, all that, right? But that was about belonging to a group. That's what the group did. If you're part of a tribe, you do what your tribe does. If you're a Patriots fan, what you gonna do? You wear Patriots gear. You go to Patriots game. You hate other teams. Because that's you. You're a fan. You're a Patriots fan. Same thing if you. What's another football team? The Saints. You buy Saints gear. You put Saints shit on your car. You go to Saints game. You talk Saints. You do all that. So why? Because you're part of the group. That's what the group does. When you're a Christian, what do? You go to church and you pray and you read the Bible and you do all this stuff. When you Hindu, what do? I don't know what they do, but whatever they do that because they're Hindu. They're in that group, right? And it's not just religion. If you're a woman, what do? If you're a man, what do? Okay, that's not about believing in something. That's about me being in this group. I've been inducted into the group, so this is what the group does. This is how we talk. This is how we vote. This is how we do all that stuff, But I mean, and that's so what Jeremiah was talking about really resonated with me. And if more people are just honest, seriously, if more people are just honest, because one thing I say in learning, okay, I talk about this in learning, in the work that I do. And I even have it in a course that I just created. Normally, you put learning objectives that say at the end of this workshop or training, this person will be able to do a certain thing. This person will be able to wash dishes without assistance. This person will be able to apply for a job within the next 2 months. Okay. Because you're training them and, you're helping them to build skills to be able to do those things. I don't do that. That's not what I write. What I say is because by the end of this workshop, this person will believe that they can blah, blah, blah. And then I go on to talk about what kind of practice and skills they're going to do in the workshop. I don't have this person will be able to do whatever. I say this person will believe that they can, because from that belief, you're going to see the behavior. That's just how it works. Okay? From the belief, you're going to see the behavior. If I believe that I had an eyeball on me in my head all the time, what would I be doing? What would these ministers be doing? What would all the people who claim to believe there's an eyeball looking at them all day, night, forever, in and out their heads, all that stuff, all the time, no mercy, nothing. Just voyeuring all the time. What would they actually be doing if that was a real belief? Huh? What if they don't believe that? What if they don't believe somebody's always looking and is going to punish them if they do this, that, or the other thing? Going to throw them in hell, going to put a curse, going to send the devil, going to do whatever, all that stuff. What would they be doing? Yeah. So that was enlightening for me. That was enlightening for me. And the thing that I want to do, my tagline, motto, vision, whatever the hell you want to call it, statement, what I do for work is enlightening minds so that everyone can see. That's what I say. Okay. So all this training and learning and stuff that I'm doing and teaching and speaking and all that, it's for that purpose, enlightening minds so that everyone can see. Now, that don't mean I do anything to your mind, like they do it, right? But the way my mind was enlightened is that I got tired and I asked a question. I wanted to know, is this the only way? That was the question that started all this shit. Is this all there is? That was the question, actually. Is this all there is? I'm like, for real? Like, this is it? This is what I'm here for. This right here. You know, living my life, trying not to be punished and trying to be rewarded. This is it? Like this right here? This is what this is. This is how we doing this now? That was my question. So I did all that. So what I do in the work that I do is I remain open. Okay. I leave space to continue to ask questions, which is why I say I fire God all the time, right? Because I continue to leave space to say, okay, is that true? Like, is that really the way it is? And because I'm leaving space, that leaves space out here for you to do the same thing if you want to. You got room to ask questions. I'm not getting in the way of that. So the way I enlighten minds so that everyone can see is I get my ass out of people's way. That's what I do. So that they can do what they know to do with their, if they choose to do it. Okay? That's how we roll over here. What time is it? It's 1:30, y'all. I need to get my ass to bed. All right, I'm going to bed now, but yeah, so that was I don't even remember the name of that video. I'm gonna have to find it and put it in. He was doing an interview with somebody, so I'm gonna have to find it and put it in at the bottom of this video. But yeah, it was really interesting, and I just want to come on here and share that with y'all, and you know, just leave some room. Just get out of your way. Get the hell out of your way so you could do whatever. So you could do what you do. Okay, do what comes naturally. And yeah, so that's it. All right, so I'm gonna talk to y'all again tomorrow. And it's okay if you want to ask me about something or you're curious about anything. If you read Fire and God and you have questions, I need to rewrite that because there's a lot of stuff in there that I want to redo. I think it needs to be edited again too. So as soon as I get out of this whack ass contract that I'm in with these people, I can take my book and do what I want to do with it, and and change it up and do different things. All right, so I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, promise you tomorrow.